big congratulations. I know this was 15 years in the making. It's such an incredible story. Just share a little bit about the origin of Shortcomings.
Oh gosh, well, The Shortcomings is based on the graphic novel written by Adrian Tomine, who also wrote the script for the movie. And it's a graphic novel that came out in 2007, and that's when I first discovered it. At the time, I was a struggling actor, and I wandered into a store called Giant Robot in LA and saw this book sitting there and was just drawn to the cover and read the whole thing in the bookstore, was obsessed with it, bought it, took it home, read it again, and just I couldn't stop thinking about the book just over the years. And as I kind of continued on in my acting career, it just kind of kept coming back to me, this book, and why isn't anyone making anything of this book, a movie or something? Because it's such it's the kinds of movies that I love, so 15 years later, we somehow got it done, and it really is mind-blowing to me that I was able to direct for my feature debut, direct Shortcomings.
Yeah, and I think it's really interesting because it's a mundane story. It's an everyday slice of life story, but at the same time, we haven't seen it with an all Asian cast with Asian faces before. So, talk about your inspiration for a lot of the shots and the tone of the film.
Yeah, I mean, the tone is again like the kinds of movies that I really love. Kind of these dramatic, comedic dramas. Um, I- the filmmaker Noah Baumbach was a big inspiration for me because I just love his movies. Alexander Payne, another director whose movies I just love. Greta Gerwig, her movie, Nicole Holofcener, just these kind of everyday movies about real people in real places, uh, going through real life things, and that's what really excited me about this story, because it felt so real and authentic to me, and true to the life of me and my friends. So I wanted to convey that authenticity and that realness and that honesty, really the honesty on screen. And so, yeah, to be able to do that was a real joy.
And I think it absolutely comes through because the film opens with this conversation about Asian representation in film. And I was like, wow, I feel like I've had this combo before.
Yeah,
What do
yeah.
you think Shortcomings means in terms of progress for representation and diversity in entertainment?
I think I mean, I wouldn't be so presumptuous to say that it's, changing the game or anything like that. But I do think that what excites me most about this movie is that here you have these Asian American characters in what isn't necessarily a quote unquote Asian American story, but it is it's really just these characters kind of living their lives and going through going through personal growth. And again, it's very honest in the sense that each of these characters are flawed. They're complicated, and I don't think we get to see that very often when it comes to Asian American portrayals, because often it's like the really good, valiant hero type of characters, and then you get the really bad, evil, menacing type of characters. And here we have real human beings who are complicated. They have issues, they're dealing with them, they're trying their best. And so to me, it feels like a very honest movie, and that's what really excites me about it.
Yeah, well, I cast it on the TV and watched it with my family, and we all really enjoyed it. We were kind of rooting for the protagonist and wanted so much more at the end, but I was
Yeah.
telling Justin and Allie it's indicative of the title. But thank you so much for your time. Congratulations again. So excited for audiences to see this.
Oh, thank you so much. It's great talking to you.
So good to see you. Justin, I want to start with you because I can't help but notice you played like lovable characters, hate-worthy characters. What was really fun about playing Ben for Shortcomings?
Ben was so fun because he reminded me so much of people I knew. He also reminded me a lot of myself before therapy. So it was fun to sort of dive back into that guy that I once was. So yeah, I think he's so many things. He's contradictions. He's a multitude. It was so fun to sort of play this fully fleshed out three-dimensional human being, which is not something that I always get the chance to play. So it was just a joy to play this guy.
Ali, I also heard about the story about how Shortcomings was pitched to you. What was it that really drew you to the film and the story?
When I first read the script, I was just I was overwhelmed. I was so excited, and I felt like I needed to play this role. I didn't know about Adrian's graphic novel, which is crazy because we have very much the same family history. I'm fourth generation Japanese American. He is as well, and so first of all, just finding out about him felt like such this exciting moment, and then to read these characters that felt very much like things I would say, things I've done, kind of my own identity in a sense was really exciting. So I just was like, I have to be in this film.
Justin, what was it like to work with Randall as a director?
It was a dream. It was a dream come true. I think because of the fact that Randall is such a veteran actor and has worked with so many directors, he sort of brought in all of those things that he loved about directors and let go of a lot of things that maybe he didn't like or had a difficult time working with some directors with. And he was so collaborative. He really, we call it an actor's director. He really made sure that we were taken care of, that we felt comfortable, we felt free to play and experiment. And yeah, just never a dull moment on set. I was laughing all the time, and it is a season of my life that I look back so fondly on. And it's so great to sort of be back in New York sharing it at Tribeca, because we were just here a year ago filming this movie.
This one's for both of you. You've now launched at Sundance. You've seen the response at Tribeca. What was it like for you to be in the audience, seeing the reactions, and has anything really stayed with you from that response?
I think Sundance was incredible and a forever life-changing moment, because that was the first one, and I think it was our first moment of being like, wow, we got into Sundance, because it is our little indie movie that we got to make. We're so lucky to make with our friends and our community, and then for it to go to Sundance was just huge, and premiering in front of that many people and getting the response that we did felt just insane. And then I think Tribeca is a completely different experience, like coming back to where we filmed it. And I think Justin says this perfectly, that a lot of the people here just felt like they really resonated with it on a completely different level of just understanding, what it's like to be in New York and be a New Yorker. And that was phenomenal as well.
On to the other Ben, wrapping Umbrella Academy. What does it feel like, and what are the things that you're going to take with you from this character?
Really, I can only play Ben's from here on out. We just wrapped the final season a couple of weeks ago. A lot of tears shed, obviously. Such a bittersweet moment. I mean, that show has defined my life and career in so many ways, and is really sort of my quote-unquote big break. So I'm so thankful for it. I'm going to miss everyone on that cast and crew so much, but I'm excited that we sort of get to end on our own terms. And I think the final season is going to be very exciting for everyone to see.
Looking forward to it. And congrats again to you both. Thanks for your time.
Thank you.
Thank you.